Good morning, everyone. It's Stephen Whiteside here from theuptrend.com, and today is Tuesday, November 11th, Remembrance Day in Canada, Veterans Day in the U.S. Canadian government offices are closed today. U.S. governments are already closed today for the government shutdown. Now, it's typically a quiet day as the U.S. bond market is closed, and so there's really no adult supervision in the markets today. Stock index futures are currently mixed, with the NASDAQ leading the markets lower. And you can see that all the big cap tech stocks are all down in the pre-market this morning. Yesterday, they were up nicely. A nice big rally on Monday. Tuesday, we're seeing a small pullback in those big cap tech stocks. Now, me personally, there were some buy signals and sell signals yesterday. I'm going to wave most of them off and wait for the next close to confirm what happened yesterday. It was a big up move, and of course, we really don't have anything settled when it comes to the U.S. government shutdown up to this point. Now, on Tuesday morning, we do have gold and crude oil trading higher, which could help the Canadian market, while Bitcoin is trading down in the pre-market on Tuesday morning. Now, looking at the VIX or the fear index, it did come down into the channel yesterday. While the VIX ETFs both generated a sell signal, we needed to close below 33.38. We closed at 32.85. And in Toronto, we needed to close below 579, and we closed at 571. Now, I'm long this particular ETF at the moment, and I'm going to sit on my hands for another day and wait for another close below the lower channel line before I exit this position. Looking at the world of commodities, we had crude oil moving higher yesterday. It is up in the pre-market this morning, so we may see a buy signal in the USO ETF. Gasoline continued to move higher yesterday, and natural gas was up on the day. I did not take out the high from a couple of days ago, so just waiting for that to happen. Now, the Canadian energy stocks were up 1.44%. In the US, they were up 0.9%, so both moving higher, still on buy signals. No change in trend there. Now, we did have a nice pop in gold on Monday, and we are seeing fall through to the upside on Tuesday morning. We also saw the price of silver move up. So in both cases, we're back on a buy signal, and we're back on a buy signal for the major gold and silver ETFs as well. Looking at U.S. stock market trends, starting off with the Vanguard Total Market ETF, we are back on a buy signal. The Dow still needs a little more to movement to get a buy signal, and the Dow is currently trading higher in the pre-market on Tuesday morning. What worked on the Dow yesterday? Well, the big stock was NVIDIA, which was up 5.79%. Not enough to give us a buy signal just yet. It is trading lower in the pre-market this morning. Then Microsoft was the next big winner on the Dow. No change in trend there. And then we have got 3M back on a buy signal as of Monday's close. And again, I would sit on my hands and just wait and see what happens next. Procter & Gamble was the big loser yesterday on the Dow. Then we had United Healthcare having an inside day. Still on a sell signal here. No change there. And no change in trend for Nike. Next up, we've got the S&P 500 back on a buy signal as of Monday's close. What worked? Palantir, which came back and is back on a buy signal. Again, these are buy signals that I would just wave off for the time being. The next big winner was Western Digital, already on a buy signal. No change there. Hopefully, you've locked in some profits already. And then Albemarle is back on a buy signal as of Monday's close. What didn't work? Well, Centene was the big loser. It's back on a sell signal. Then we've got a new low for Molina and a new low for Humana as of Monday's close. Then looking at the NASDAQ 100, we were up over 2% on the day, not enough to give us a buy signal. The big winner was Micron, followed by AppLovin, and then we've got Advanced Micro Devices trading up, but not enough to give us a buy signal. What didn't work? Charter Communications making a new low for this move. We had Axon still on a sell signal here, no change there, and no change for Mondelez on Monday. Looking at the Canadian market, we've got the iShares for the TSX 60 back on a buy signal as of Monday's close. Barrick was the big winner in percentage terms, followed by Kinross and followed by Shopify. Shopify still on a sell signal, no change there. What didn't work? Constellation Software was the big loser, followed by Thomson Reuters, and then Magna pulling back. So no change in trend for those stocks. Then looking at the Vanguard Canada ETF, we are back on a buy signal as of Monday's close. Big pop for Discover Silver, so not something I would want to chase up at these levels. Then Curaleaf was the next big winner, back on a buy signal as of Monday's close. And then Aris Mining, those were the three big winners. What didn't work, Bird Construction was the big loser, followed by Premium Brands making a new low for this move. And then we've got Bosch back on a sell signal as of Monday's close. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. Again, I'm going to sit on my hands and not take any of these new signals just yet. I'll wait for the next close above the upper channel line for a buy signal or below the lower channel line for a sell signal. Just an FYI, I'm not going to be in tomorrow morning. I've got a scheduling conflict, so next time you'll hear my voice is on Thursday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.